Hey, Jim, how are you?
Awesome. You?
Good. I am so glad that we reconnected again today. I actually got my certification done with Powur, and I'm so excited. I know I've been talking to people in the mortgage business and title reps, and I just wanted to get some information from you again, go through the slides that we've gone through together so I can share it with people and share my excitement. Are you okay with doing that for a couple of
100%. You
minutes?
want to do like the quick 9 slide thing?
Yeah, let's do that just so they could see more about Powur and just the idea of becoming like an ambassador or a seller, just to get an idea of what the difference is. That would be awesome.
Cool. Yeah. So I had it up here. I was making a couple of edits. I'll whip through these real fast. Just if you have any questions, hit it. But obviously, this is about creating partnerships with people in the industry of anybody who is actually connected to a homeowner. It could be in solar, they could be in mortgage, real estate, anything.
Absolutely.
And this is really about a platform. It's less about solar, although we sell a lot of solar. But our mission is to accelerate adoption of clean energy worldwide. We know it's a major transition that the world's going through. First question people often ask is, well, how big is this opportunity? What's actually happening here? There's 130 million homes in the United States. 90 million of them are eligible for solar right now. And what that means is they pay less by owning their energy, clean energy, than renting dirty energy from the grid. All
Yeah,
right.
these numbers were crazy to me when I saw them.
I know it's kind of a mind blower, right?
Yeah.
So, and only 3.5 million have gone solar so far.
Okay.
87 million eligible households. And last year, every 60 seconds, someone went solar. So they got off of the rental and own their own energy, which
That's
is
so
pretty cool.
amazing.
I know. So here's the cool thing about the platform. And again, we sell solar, but it's one of the things. So uh, on average, the commission for solar when somebody goes across the United States, and all the states, we're in 20 plus states,
Mhm.
is about $7,000 to
Okay.
whoever sells that system. That doesn't include the batteries. Batteries is about 2,000 in commission. Roofing is about 1,000. The interesting thing about roofing is we started just with selling solar on our platform, but
Right.
20% of our jobs needed new roof before they could do solar. So we built a whole roofing division at
That's so
scale,
smart.
right? And
Yeah.
then EV chargers, everybody's getting EVs nowadays. They need somebody to install it. And then what's next? And you see finance rebates for the people who are financing the projects, which has been the majority of them. We're also giving a 1.5% kickback, and we did 300 million in paper last year. So that's quite
Okay.
a bit of money flowing back. That's the other piece too. Is just in the last 2 years, we've put $100 million in commissions back to the people who are referring people to this platform.
That's so
So,
awesome.
right. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You talking about money? Come on.
Yeah, well, I think right now there's some industries that want to make a little more money. Their Mercedes payments are coming due. So the cool thing about this platform is we can keep adding on products. So HVAC, water heaters, windows, all these things are products that can be commissioned on our platform. What's cool is our platform allows someone to sell it right on our platform,
Okay.
finance it right on the platform, and then we have a installation network across the country that does the install. And we also warranty this. We do all of this at scale.
Okay.
So it's pretty
Not
powerful.
knowing much about solar, one of the things too, when you were saying finance rebates, that there's a zero down solar program, which I know we're not going to get into the details of the solar itself, but I didn't even know that existed. So it was so cool to hear that people could actually get solar with no money down.
Yeah, and it's been like that for a little while. Financing rates are changing, as we all know, as interest rates change. So those things change weekly, and on our
Okay.
platform, we literally adjust everything in real time. So it's
That's
it's pretty.
awesome. Okay.
So then, we start talking about mortgage professionals or anyone again who is connected to a homeowner. Our
Right.
number one thing is we want to keep them as the trusted advisor to the homeowner, right? So we want you to stay focused on what you do. This is just a way to monetize all the things that are being moved through a home. Somebody's going to be commissioned on it. It might as well be the trusted advisor to the homeowner, whether they're a lender or whether they're an agent, doesn't matter to us.
Yep.
So it also gives them new reasons to stay connected to the homeowner in between sales. So if you're not going to sell a home for another 7 to 10 years, well, how are you earning commissions when all these things are happening?
Yeah. And that was my idea too, as a loan officer, where we have all the clients that we've helped in the past buy homes, and our database of clients that are going to be buying homes. And it's just a great way to be that one-stop shop as a mortgage loan officer, being able to talk to them and refer them to a realtor, to an insurance rep, and now be able to help them with solar myself, which is so exciting to me.
It's super cool because you already understand the financial conversation. You already have trust. They trust you to give you their financial information, and
Yeah.
this is such an easy conversation. And again, we don't want to distract any of the pros from having to learn another skill set like selling solar or any of the
Right.
products. We have people who do that.
And I know you have the opportunity down the road if you wanted to do that, and we'll talk about kind of the different, levels of being able to get on the platform, and which one I chose. But that's the thing. You don't have to be an expert in solar. You just have to continue to talk with your clients and kind of be their trusted advisor.
100%. And if the people do want to learn, like you said, they can.
Yeah.
And then the biggest piece is we are adamant about protecting the brand for you and your homeowners, protecting your personal brand. And we created another company actually called Powur Insure, because every project that we were installing, we were paying another company to warranty, and they weren't doing the level of protection that we wanted. And so we said, well, where do most jobs break down? After all, it's construction, right? You're putting holes in somebody's roof to put racks on and panels, whatever. Right. So we actually insure the whole project, not just the product, the panels, batteries, and inverters. Okay. Those all come with 25 plus year from the manufacturer. On top of that, we're warranting the workmanship. So if anything happens, we're covering that, which is awesome. Yeah, a huge peace of mind.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the business for 25 years, so it's almost as long as your warranty that you're giving.
There you go. Well, we could have started 25 years ago, right? Yeah. Which we started this company 10 years ago, and it has blown up recently because so many people are making these changes.
Yeah.
And then, so the next question is, all right, well, how do I make money? We actually have 5 different ways that people earn money. So a personal sale is when somebody puts the electric bill in the system, they sell the system themselves, there's a commission that's paid, and 70% of that commission, let's say it's $10,000, 70% would go with that seller if they submitted and sold their own deal.
Right.
Right. If they do what we were talking about, where basically they submit it, but they tag one of our sellers, our tier 3 sellers, then it's a 50-50 commission split. So of that $7,000, which is 70% of 10,000, they would get 3,500 for just connecting their homeowner to our system.
Yeah.
Right. And then the rev share, this 15% here, basically what we've done is we built a software platform that says, hey, if you refer other people who are referring people into this platform, we will keep 6 to 15% of that overall commission and pay that to you for introducing us to other sales pros or whatever.
Okay.
And then the finance rebate, which I mentioned earlier, most of the industry keeps that internal. We're the first to actually say, hey, we're going to share that out. And that's about $600 to $800 per project when somebody does a loan. And that 1.5% we're sharing back to our sales force. First time. And then we're also one of the only companies, we're pre-IPO, and we're one of the only companies that offers stock options with the sale on every home. So that's a pretty cool package. And we've got people making great, spare time, part-time, and in some cases, or a lot of cases, full-time income.
Yeah. And that's why I was so excited to be able to share this with people, in the mortgage industry. And I know a lot of loan officers out there, and with the market changing, our income has struggled a little bit. Same with real estate agents. Really everyone that's tied to a real estate transaction has felt the pain a little bit. So, personally, I signed up, your certification 1, that's the partnered sales, where I could get a copy of the electric bill, like you said, upload it to your system, tag a tier 3 seller that has that knowledge and education. And then when that solar is installed, earn a commission that will help me offset this time in the market. And hopefully then build and grow. You could build and grow people under you and kind of just create a little team where you could still give back to your clients necessarily while they're waiting for rates to go down or, inventory to go up or whatever the case is.
You got it. Yeah, it's great supplemental. And you mentioned something here, getting the electric bill is where we start the solar process. Yeah. And then it's, submitting it. So get it and then submit it. The submitting it literally takes 2 minutes or less. In many cases, 60 seconds or less. Now, really busy people don't even want to do that. They'll have their admin do it, which is totally fine. So they can literally just get the electric bill or have their admin get the electric bill, put it in the platform and tag one of our top sellers. And we have AI that tells you who are the top sellers in every single market because you're dealing with utilities and other things.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
And that's the 50-50 split on the commission. because you're just telling a seller. The next tier is some people will want to learn how to close their own deals. They go through our online certification. They go through a test out phase, and you got to be mentored on about 3 to 8 deals, depending on how good you are.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
And what I liked is you give that as an option, right? So you never have to get to this level. You could always stay at the level that we were talking about. This is just something for people, if they love it and they're into it, or they know people that sell solar now that want to come onto this amazing platform, they can refer them in, and those people can sell their own deals and make a larger commission.
And then that's happening in droves right now because the solar industry itself has a lot of salespeople that can't sell at the same rate as us because the volume we're doing, we have the first cost of goods model, which means we've dropped the price down like Costco. We've dropped the price as low as it gets. So those salespeople are selling at $1 or $2 more per watt than us. And when they come on our platform, they can either just make massive margins or they can keep lowering it for the homeowners. Totally up to them.
That's great.
So yeah, and then the final thing is what's the right plan for someone? We have 3 tiers we're talking about. The ambassador here is free. Anyone can sign up. Even your homeowners can sign up as ambassadors.
That's right. Yeah, I think that's.
And our system tracks $1,000 back to that ambassador, so they can be champions of clean energy and make a little money. The second way, and I think this is the one that you did, right?
It is. Yeah, it was so easy.
Yeah, it's super, super cool. So this is our seller's license, and this gives you our full platform to track everything that's going on from selling solar to your team and their growth. It gives you all the back office reporting, and we've got world-class training both online and live. We ran 300 events last year on all kinds of things. So for anybody who really gets into it, we've got world-class training, and that's $99, $85 a month. Cancel anytime, and that's all inclusive. Okay.
And I know there's that other level, which we're not going to get really into, but there are options for people that want to blow it up, right? Like large teams and that you call that your enterprise license.
Yeah, and this is organizations that are coming on board. So it might be a real estate office where a broker might buy the license and then put all their agents, or mortgage, same thing. Or as I mentioned, solar companies now that have sales forces might do door to door or online digital, right? Yeah. They've already got sales forces and they want to set this up as an enterprise, and they're running their companies on our software.
Okay. Got it.
So that's about as fast as we can talk about it.
I wanted to take 1 second because I kind of knew about the word solar, right? But this kind of opened my eyes to just, what you guys are doing. And really, you're really doing it for clean energy and getting people to have the power, right, of getting their energy back and not being, not when it's like when the electric company wants to raise their bill and they're forced to do it, like in San Diego with SDG&E and a couple of the approved rate hikes that I know that they have coming down the line. But I wanted to just show really quick because I'm going to share my screen. So yeah, I jumped right in. I was like, oh my goodness, this is insane. I love it. And so I just wanted to show really quick. The cool thing is the marketing, right? So like, again, I didn't really know how to sell solar, but if you go into the marketing platform, I already have landing pages that you guys have built out for me. So you'll actually, if you check my Facebook, I did a video, I get the landing page. It's got all these views. I'm wearing a yellow sweater that looks like the sun. And I had clients, say to me, yeah, when I get back from the holiday, I want to talk to you about solar, which I've never mentioned to them before, right? I was never a resource. And it's so cool. So you could see that there's a link here to join as an ambassador for free, join as a seller, but also that you could, post to social media, do a landing page, websites, and it's awesome. I mean, you basically have your own Powur website already built for you. You look like the solar professional. People can enter their zip code and start the quote process. And I love it because it's tied to you. Right? So you could get it out there, but using this link, it's going to automatically put those clients to you that want to learn more. So I thought it was really great. I already ordered door knockers. So I swear, super easy. So I went in here, I just looked and I went to door hangers because I'm like, hey, I'm in San Diego, right? You're in San Diego. There's people here that need solar. I went in, I edited it, I ordered it, and they're already being shipped to me. So I just wanted to like show, if you don't see this kind of like inside action happening, that's how quick you could actually start using your platform. So I took advantage right away.
I didn't know you had gone in there yet, but did you see the software that lets you, just like in real estate? I think we borrowed it from one of the real estate companies, that you can drag over a territory, you can choose your direct mail piece and ship it.
No, I haven't done that yet.
Check it out. It's pretty cool. I think we
Okay.
just turned it on, but you can literally
Awesome.
say, "Oh, I live in this neighborhood. I'm gonna, circle this neighborhood, send this postcard with my link embedded in it." And so we got people that are dropping direct mail, they're hitting
Wow.
Facebook ads, and then some of them are even running, door to door, or they're just doing an HOA announcement or that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
And that's what's awesome is that in the mortgage business, I know like the power of video, the power of marketing. And so that was my idea is how can I help other loan officers or people in our business understand your platform, right? And know how to market it, know how to provide value, and also earn additional income at the same time. And, it was the best timing in meeting you. I can't wait to tour your facility, coming up soon. So stay tuned for that.
awesome. Looking forward to it.
Well, awesome. I thank you so much again, Jim. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to working with you and your team.
Cool. And how are people going to connect with yours? You're gonna put a link in
Yeah,
here?
absolutely. So I'm going to put a link where they're going to see this video, and there'll be a link where you could either get more information, or you could join as an ambassador, which we said was the free program, or join as a seller, which, I mean, 85 bucks a month to maybe earn 3,500 bucks in a transaction when it's installed. To me, it was a no brainer. So, but I would love to answer any questions. I know you're always available. You've been amazing. You have an amazing team that's been there to kind of guide us. So I hopefully we'll get this message out to as many people as possible.
Awesome. Game on.
All right. Thanks, Jim.
Thank
Bye.
you.